Last Monday night on WWE Raw, Paul Heyman just dropped a bombshell revelation that has completely shattered everything we thought we knew about WWE's future, and I'm absolutely furious that nobody is talking about this. The man walked into that ring and didn't hold back 1 second about where this company is headed, and what he said is going to fundamentally change everything about professional wrestling as we know it. Before we dive into this absolute madness, I need to know from you guys in the comments right now, do you actually believe Paul Heyman is working in WWE's best interest, or is he just feeding us a bunch of corporate propaganda? Let me know down below because your answer might shock you by the end of this video. Listen, for years we've watched WWE make decision after decision that left us scratching our heads, wondering who was actually pulling the strings behind the scenes. Is it Vince? Is it Triple H? Is it the corporate overlords in Saudi Arabia? But Heyman walked out there and basically confirmed that everything we've been speculating about was only scratching the surface of what's really happening. The vision he described is so radically different from what we've seen before that it almost feels like a completely different company is about to emerge from the ashes of what WWE used to be. Here's what absolutely infuriated me about this entire situation. For decades, the wrestling community has been screaming for authenticity, for wrestlers to have a voice, for the product to feel real and unpredictable again. And last Monday, Heyman essentially confirmed that WWE has been doing the exact opposite of what fans have been begging for. He literally said that the company has been prioritizing certain metrics, certain markets, and certain wrestlers in ways that have absolutely nothing to do with what the fans actually want. Can you believe that? Tell me in the comments, would you rather have WWE be completely transparent about their business decisions, or would you prefer the mystery of not knowing what's happening behind the curtain? The blueprint Heyman revealed is honestly terrifying when you really think about it. He's talking about a complete overhaul of how WWE structures their programming, how they develop talent, and how they present their biggest stars to the world. We're not talking about minor adjustments here, folks. This is a complete and utter reimagining of the entire wrestling landscape. He dropped names, he dropped strategy, and he dropped some truths that frankly make you question whether WWE executives even understand their own product anymore. What really got under my skin about everything Heyman said was the implication that for the last 5 to 10 years, WWE has been operating in a completely different direction than what would make wrestling fans happy. It's almost like they've been deliberately moving away from what made them great in the first place. The chemistry between wrestlers that fans crave? Apparently that's not a priority. The unpredictability that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. According to Heyman, that's been completely sacrificed for something else entirely. And here's where it gets even more infuriating. Heyman essentially admitted that WWE's talent development system has been fundamentally broken for years. The way they've been training wrestlers, the way they've been evaluating which performers should get pushed, and the way they've been managing their contracts, it's all part of this larger vision that he's now claiming needs to be completely dismantled and rebuilt from the ground up. This means every single wrestler on that roster could see their opportunities completely shift overnight. Are you worried about your favorite wrestler's push, or are you excited about the possibility of new talent breaking through? Comment below because this could affect everyone. What absolutely enraged me was hearing Heyman casually mention that WWE has been deliberately suppressing certain storylines and certain wrestler personalities because they didn't fit the corporate image that the company wanted to present. Can you even imagine that? Wrestlers who could have been megastars, who could have connected with millions of fans, were held back because some executive in an office decided their character wasn't marketable enough. This is the kind of thing that makes you question whether WWE's management actually loves professional wrestling or if they're just treating it like a product to be manufactured and distributed. Now, the international expansion strategy Heyman discussed is equally shocking. He revealed that WWE has been more focused on penetrating specific global markets than they have on maintaining the core fanbase in North America. This explains so much about the creative decisions we've been seeing. It explains why certain wrestlers have gotten pushes that seemed completely undeserved. It explains why storylines sometimes feel disconnected from what's happening in real time. The company has literally been making decisions based on what plays well in Saudi Arabia or what brings in revenue from international television deals rather than what makes the best possible wrestling show. Here's a question for you wrestling fans out there: if you discovered that your favorite wrestling show was being deliberately altered to appeal to international markets instead of your home country fans, would you still support it? Drop your honest answer in the comments because I genuinely want to know if people are even aware of this. But wait, there's more. Heyman also hinted at massive changes coming to the championship system itself. The way titles are defended, the way title programs are structured, and the way champions are selected could all be completely different within the next few months. This means that some wrestlers who have been holding championships might suddenly find themselves in completely different positions. This could actually be the reset button that wrestling fans have been desperately hoping for. The talent acquisition strategy Heyman mentioned is also going to have massive ripple effects throughout the entire wrestling industry. He basically confirmed that WWE is going to be even more aggressive about acquiring top talent from independent wrestlers and other promotions. This means wrestlers who thought they were safe with their current situations might suddenly find themselves unemployed or forced to accept massive changes to their contracts. The free agent market in professional wrestling is about to get absolutely insane. What really bothered me about Heyman's presentation was his tone. He wasn't presenting this vision with excitement or passion. He sounded almost defensive, like he was trying to justify decisions that he himself might not entirely believe in. This makes me wonder if there's some serious disagreement happening behind the scenes at WWE about which direction the company should actually go. Are the executives fighting about this vision? Is Heyman trying to convince people who don't believe in what he's saying? This could indicate major internal conflict that we're not even aware of yet. The production quality changes Heyman mentioned are going to be absolutely massive. We're talking about potentially new staging, new graphics, new camera angles, and a completely reimagined broadcast presentation. This might actually be the visual refresh that makes WWE feel fresh again. For years, the production has felt stale and repetitive, and if Heyman's vision comes to fruition, that could finally change. Here's something that absolutely blew my mind about this entire situation. Heyman talked about a completely new approach to storytelling in professional wrestling. Instead of long-term booking that builds over months and months, WWE might actually be moving toward more immediate, reactive storytelling that responds to what's happening in pop culture and current events. This could make wrestling feel incredibly fresh and relevant, or it could be an absolute disaster depending on execution. Which way do you think this is going to go? Let me know in the comments. The way Heyman described the future of veteran wrestlers on the roster was honestly kind of sad and concerning. He seemed to indicate that older wrestlers, even incredibly popular ones, might be getting pushed aside in favor of building newer talent. This could mean we might see some of our favorite longtime wrestlers getting depushed or asked to take reduced schedules. The thought of that happening absolutely breaks my heart, and it should break yours too if you care about any of the veterans in this business. What's absolutely insane is that Heyman revealed WWE is considering completely different broadcast times for certain shows. This could mean moving wrestling to different television slots, different channels, or even different platforms entirely. Some fans might suddenly find their favorite shows at times they can't watch. This could actually reduce viewership if they're not careful, or it could open the doors to completely new audiences. This is incredibly risky, and frankly, I don't understand why they would mess with something that already works. The relationship between WWE and third-party content creators is also going to change dramatically according to Heyman. Wrestlers might have different opportunities to create content on YouTube, Twitch, and other platforms. This could be absolutely amazing for wrestlers who want to build their own brands, or it could significantly limit their exposure if WWE becomes overly restricted. This is definitely something that could make or break certain wrestlers' careers going forward. Heyman also mentioned changes to how WWE interacts with social media and fan engagement. The company might be trying completely new approaches to how they communicate with fans online. This could mean more direct interaction with wrestlers, or it could mean more corporate control over every single message that's put out. The way this is handled could either make WWE feel incredibly close to their fanbase or completely disconnected from reality. One of the most shocking things Heyman revealed was about the relationship between WWE and celebrity crossovers. The company apparently wants to double down on bringing mainstream celebrities into professional wrestling in ways that haven't been done before. This could be exciting if they bring in genuinely interesting celebrities, or it could be absolutely catastrophic if they keep pushing people nobody cares about. What's your take on wrestlers sharing the ring with celebrities? Comment below because I'm genuinely curious. The training and development facilities that WWE is apparently planning to build around the world are going to be absolutely massive undertakings. Heyman mentioned that WWE wants to identify talent globally and develop them in their own systems rather than waiting for independent wrestlers to train themselves. This is actually a smart move that could create incredibly diverse talent, or it could create a generation of cookie-cutter wrestlers who all look and sound exactly the same. What's really interesting is that Heyman seemed to hint at completely different approaches to merchandise and monetization. The way wrestlers' likenesses are used, the way merchandise is sold, and the way revenue is distributed could all change significantly. This could actually mean wrestlers get paid more for their merchandise, or it could mean WWE squeezes every penny they can out of every aspect of their business. This is honestly honestly going to have huge financial implications for the entire roster. The wellness program and wrestler safety standards that Heyman discussed sound like they might actually be getting serious attention for once. If WWE truly commits to making their product safer and healthier for wrestlers, that would genuinely be something to celebrate. But the cynic in me wonders if this is just corporate lip service to try to make the company look better after years of criticism about wrestler health. Heyman's comments about the relationship between WWE's storytelling and real-world issues were incredibly revealing. The company apparently wants to be more socially conscious and address real problems in their storytelling. This could make wrestling feel relevant and important, or it could come across as incredibly tone-deaf if they don't handle it carefully. Do you want WWE to be more socially conscious in their storytelling, or do you just want them to focus on great wrestling? Let me know down below. One thing that absolutely shocked me was when Heyman mentioned that some wrestlers currently on the roster might not fit into this new vision. This basically confirms that there could be a massive talent purge coming. We could see wrestlers who have been main eventing for years suddenly find themselves not fitting the company's new direction. This is incredibly ruthless, but it might actually be what WWE needs to move forward. The way Heyman described WWE's competition with other wrestling promotions makes it clear that the company sees itself as the absolute dominant force in the industry. He seemed dismissive of other companies' talent and capabilities, which could either be competence or arrogance depending on how you look at it. This attitude could actually help WWE maintain dominance, or it could lead them to become complacent and vulnerable. What really stuck with me about Heyman's entire presentation was this underlying feeling that WWE is operating from a place of fear rather than confidence. It felt like the company is terrified of losing relevance, so they're willing to completely overhaul everything about themselves. This fear-based decision-making could lead to either brilliant innovation or absolute catastrophic failure. Heyman basically confirmed that the financial future of WWE depends on this vision succeeding. The company has invested enormous amounts of money into various projects and initiatives, and if this new direction doesn't pan out, it could have serious consequences.